Here's a nice example of a Caille Center Pull 3-reel slot machine. This is the Victory model. And this is an interesting machine because it offers a what's called a future pay system. So Caille and other makers were actually successful in implementing this invention and arguing that the machine was not, in fact, gambling because you were told up front whether or not the next play of the machine was going to give you a payout. And the way that they did that was basically when you got a winning combination like what would be shown here, the coins didn't actually fall. The coins, or the coins weren't released. The coins would fall into a holding bin, and a number here would appear to correspond to the number that you would, the winnings. And then when you played the game the next time, those coins were allowed to actually fall into the payout cup. So by basically shifting or offsetting the payout by one cycle, they would argue, and then giving you the visual that would depict whether or not your next play was going to get coins, the argument was that in fact it wasn't gambling. So since this basically says no, you're not going to get any winnings in the next play, I don't know why you'd be incented to put money in and try, but anyway, go ahead and play the machine. And it does not play on pay on one cherry. You need 2 cherries, so it still says no on the readout there. Let's go ahead and play it again. Nothing there. Good. So what you see is that there's 2 cherries that we got, and it says 2 here, but you did not see anything or hear any coins drop into the payout cup. So now, as we go ahead and put a nickel in and play for our next cycle, as we push down, we see that the 2 coins actually dropped into the cup. And oh, once again, we have a win and 2 coins, but in fact, nothing in the coin cup. Let's watch the coin cup, and as we play the next time, there's the 2 coins dropping down, and now we see that the indicator here went back to no. And in fact, we don't have a winning payout, so we won't get any money the next time we cycle. So it's just an interesting innovation that was implemented to try and make the argument that these were not gambling machines. Of course, later by like the 1940s or so, the laws had been amended, and all of these future pay and fortune-telling strips and all of these other innovations were basically these loopholes were closed down for these makers. But during the heyday, they were very creative in coming up with ways to kind of cut around the laws. So, great example here of the Caille Center Pull with the future pay.